We're on our way to Mount Hood. This is the next part of our journey. We just left a midway stop after we left John Day. So we're looking forward to it. For some reason, Izzy is still really nervous in the RV when we're moving. She's totally comfortable when we're stopped and parked, but this is how she likes to ride. We just went over the Blue Box Pass at 4,000, do you remember what it was? 4,000 feet something. And we're getting magnificent views of Mount Hood. Being up this high, we're starting to see a lot more wildflowers, which is really fun. And we just continue to enjoy the drive up. I think we're going to come up to a really beautiful view. There's Mount Hood in all her glory. Woohoo!
At 11,240 feet, Mount Hood is the highest mountain in Oregon. It's a composite volcano built up by many layers of hardened lava, ejected rubble, pumice, and ash. The Geological Survey considers it potentially active and Oregon's most likely volcano to erupt. They give it a 3 to 7% chance of erupting in the next 30 years. We're at the Timberline Lodge on Mount Hood, where all of the exteriors were shot for The Shining. Here's Johnny.
Built on National Forest land, Timberline Lodge is publicly owned and privately operated. It was a project of the WPA, or the Works Progress Administration, during the Great Depression. President Franklin D. Roosevelt dedicated the lodge on September 28, 1937. Gilbert Stanley Underwood was the original architect. He was also the architect of the Ahwahnee in Yosemite. The design was later modified by U.S. Forest Service architect W.I. Turner and his team. From the moment you enter this National Historic Landmark, you begin to see the special care that went into its construction. Most of the material used in building the lodge came from local rock and timber, as well as recycled materials.
To me, the workers depicted in this mural represent the many artisans who worked to build and decorate Timberline Lodge. Pick and shovel wielders, plumbers, carpenters, stone cutters, steam fitters, painters, mosaic artists, wood carvers, cabinet makers, metal workers, leather toolers, seamstresses, and weavers all contributed to the project. 100 workers were on site at any one time during the building and furnishing of the lodge. Only 20% of the $870,000 price tag was for materials. The savings came from using local building supplies such as stone and timber, and recycled things like blankets for hooking rugs, railroad tracks for andirons, and tire chains for the fireplace screens.
We had no idea that Mount Hood has enough snow 12 months a year for skiers and snowboarders. country around here is really pretty. And we heard that Trillium Lake is particularly lovely, so we headed down to the lake to enjoy a peaceful bit of scenery. We couldn't even find a place to park. So we took the Forest Service road that continued around the other side of the lake back to camp.
We got to see wildflowers, as well as other beautiful features along the tranquil dirt road. Some of these beauties were from as far away as Mount Rainier.
The next day, we got up to catch the early morning light. We were glad we did.
All in all, it was a great couple of days. We look forward to returning. Join us next week for part 5 of Exploring Oregon.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing.